Hey guys, we're gonna have another do-it-yourself episode. My wheel, the rear one, I guess somewhere I caught a nail, so I'm gonna show you, or a screw technically. I bought this tire kit to fix it and replace it. Instead of buying a new tire, I'll just patch it up myself. And today we're gonna do a video on do-it-yourself video, how to patch a tire. So first things first, since my car doesn't have special rims, it only has a cover, I'll just pry it slightly open. And before I put it on the jack stand, I'm gonna loosen up the bolt. That way, because the tire in the air is gonna start spinning. Once I'll just loosen up a little bit and then start raising up. Raise it, and we're gonna do the patching. So there you go. Step one is done. Step two, loosen, and then you raise it. Also, don't forget to put some kind of bricks or blocks. Like as you see, I have a little slope right here downhill, so I put up front some of the bricks. That way the car doesn't roll forward. If you got flat surface, so you can put both sides on both sides of tires, or at least up front, so it doesn't roll forward. So that's another safety feature that I do. You just put something for the backup in front of the tires, or if I lift up the right tires, not only I put the forks to hold it up, I put some kind of blocks or bricks underneath the rear tires. If I do the front tire, do like change oil or something. All right guys, so the wheel is off. As you see, I got one right here, and I guess I didn't see the other. Like you see, here's the screw, and I see, hold on, where's it at? I didn't know that I have another hole right here. See some kind of triple stapler. So I'm gonna fix them both. Yeah, first things first, what you want to do is technically let the air out by just unscrewing this knob right here. And if you have a special screwdriver, you can unscrew the nipple over there. If not, that's all you need to do, just hold it down. Just try to be careful not to bend inside, because you're going to end up buying a new one. They're cheap, but you don't want to waste money extra. You don't want to go, especially if you live far away, and just waste the time and gas to go somewhere just to grab something that costs only a few pennies. Alright guys, so anyways, here's a kit. You got this little, this is cheap. It's like, it costs like $5-8 at Walmart or somewhere. So first thing, you gotta take a pliers, pull them out, and you gotta make an extra hole. I mean a bigger hole, as it shows over here. And then you take this little piece, you stick that in between. You gotta shove it in there. So that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry guys, I can't really show you because I'm here by myself technically trying to do this, and I have no backup, but otherwise I show you more detail. Alright guys, lucky for me, those three staples, the holes were so close together that you see I can make one bigger hole with all those three little ones. As you see, there it goes out. And all you need to do is just kind of make a bigger hole by doing this. A little motion. So I'm going to pause it, do that real quick. One other cool feature that I just saw, these tires are pretty new. I bought them not long ago. Look at this. Replacement tire monitor. I guess the one way to check how to replace a tire is, I guess when this gets worn out, that's when that's the signature of replacing the tire. But the other way is you take a penny right here, put it heads down. See, like that? Once the tread starts getting right above the headline, like this, that's when it's time to legally replace the tire, because it's basically illegal to drive with a bald tire unless you got racing tires that are just bald. So for the cars, in order to drive safely and have more treads and just to be safe on the roads, once it goes to the heads right here, that's when it's time to replace it. Well, anyways guys, once you have a nice clean hole, as you see right here, sorry guys, the daylight and all that, take it, this little piece, shove it halfway through, and then what you do, you just push it right in there. So let me just put on pause and do that real quick. All right, so once you're done, you need to just carefully not to cut the tire, cut this off, all the extra stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just sorry guys, like I said, it's daylight and just sunnier in here, and I'm trying to do one hand. So the kids wants to play with me. They're here distracting me. They're too little to help me out with this. So just kind of be careful, try not to make extra damage. So I'm gonna do a pause on it and just cut it nice and make a nice clean cut. Yeah, so nevertheless, consider it done. I did a nice clean cut. I got a little bit left over, which is good. Now it's time to do for the other hole. So I'll just do the same thing with this screw. I'm gonna pull it out, make a little extra hole with that, a little knob, and like I said, instead of paying 20 bucks, 50 bucks, basically for, usually they charge about 20, 30 bucks altogether. Sometimes they want to do a balance and all that crap, and they charge you extra 50 bucks altogether. So it's like 70, 80 bucks for patching up on. So you buy a Les Schwab that gives you a warranty where you can go. But these are Walmart tires. They're like 200 bucks cheaper, 65,000 miles. They're like 250 bucks cheaper, but they don't come with a warranty. And I barely run into a nail. This is actually the first time in like a couple of years that I did and in fact happened to have two of them. Not unless you work at construction or work somewhere where there's a lot of nails and all that stuff. Then I would suggest you to go to others like Les Schwab or Tire-Rama or whatever, the big stores where you can, they give you warranties and all. You know, that way you can patch the tires for free. But for me, since I barely run into nails here and there, I'd rather save 250 bucks in the first place. Not only that, this kit itself cost me 7 bucks, and then later on, I even have a couple leftovers. If I need to, I can go to Walmart and buy this, just this kit right here, plastic, for like 2 bucks. And I already got these two that I can put aside in the shelf, and I can pull them out and use it whenever I need it. So just save myself a whole bunch of hassle and extra money, you know. Just so that's one of the reasons why I like some of the cars that you can do it yourself, you know. All right, guys. So once everything's done, I got this compressor. Instead of taking to somewhere where you cost for, right now, all the gas stations are charging you for air, which is a lot of rip-off, you could say. You got to pay for air. So I got this compressor. It was a while back ago. I'm not sure, like over 5 years ago or so. I'm not sure, it was like 15 bucks. But I just stick this in here. That's for the balls, regular balls, and some balloons that you can inflate, or the inflatable balls. And then for the mattresses, air mattress, that's what I like. It came with it in here. So I paid a little extra, like actually 20 bucks for this. And not only that, it shows the pressure. During the winter times, I do keep it 30. Right now it's spring, summer, I keep it 35. So what I'm gonna do is just get this going. And you can take it camping because it's plugged into a car for the cigarette lighter. And you can just so once I fill it up, I make sure fill with the air. I'll make sure that it doesn't leak air anywhere before I put on. All right, guys, by the way, just a heads up for you, if you want to know how old the tire is, if you look over here, it says dot right here, all this. And then it says 0519, which means it was in April, I believe, 19th, or is the 5th week. I wasn't sure. I'm not sure about that, but the 19th is a year, and this is either a month or a week, 05, the first. So nevertheless, if you guys go out to a junkyard and buy used tires, or somebody's telling you it's fairly new, you just look right here. Somewhere in the back where it says DOT, and then all this stuff, and then it shows the date, how old the tires are. The other little piece of advice, if the tire is over 10 years old and you run over a nail, by law, none of the tire factories can't patch holes for you. So you can do it yourself if you want it, but they won't patch it because it's too old. It's getting dried up. Even if it's been in room temperature somewhere in the house where they still consider it's old, that it can just start. Once you start driving, it's going to start exploding on you, especially at a high speed. They're going to start blowing up and causes accidents or whatever. If something happens, they don't want to take that responsibility. So by law, they're not going to patch it for you. They'll just tell you buy a new tire. So that's the date. It says DOT. And then you got the, as you see over here, it says 0519. So it was made last year. It's fairly new tire. I only put on maybe close to 5,000-6,000 on this tire. So here we go, guys. At a 65, I still have 60 more to go. Pretty good tread. All right, guys. So I'll stop it right here for a minute, and then I'm gonna put it on. But that way I can just add it later. But the other cool feature, what I like about it is it has a flashlight. So at night, if you guys are stranded at night, you can just shine it where you don't need to look for an extra flashlight or somebody shining with their cell phone. Even now in these days, the technology with the cell phone have flashlight and all that stuff. So, but nevertheless, that comes in handy. So once you're doing some inflating the tire, and you can just easily see what you're doing, where it's at. So let me just put it back on. So once it's on, first thing I do, just kind of slightly tighten the tires, put bolts on so the wheel doesn't fly out, and I'll just kind of let it, not tight, but loosely, just so put it on so the wheel stays in place, the tire. All right, guys, the next feature, what you do is when you tighten the bolts on, make sure you do the crisscross pattern like this. You never want to go in the circle. You want to go one, skip this one, either you do this one. So either you do this one or this one, doesn't matter. If I do this one, I'll do that one. And then I'll do this one, and then that one. So that way the tire doesn't end up, when you screw it back in, it doesn't end up sideways, but flat against the brake pad. So that's a little trick a lot of people miss out when they don't know what to do. They take out the rim, and then like, why is my tire wearing out fast? Why is it exploding? The back side or the front side is just worn out. They think it's alignment, but sometimes it's just because you improperly mounted the wheel on. All right, guys, so once it's all said and done, before I put the cap on, what I do, just extra protection, slightly, don't over tighten, but push it down with my legs, just so I can tighten up while it's on the ground and the wheel doesn't spin. So just a little extra, don't over tighten, don't snap it, but as you see, that's all you need to do, just tighten up slightly, and you're good. Otherwise, you don't want to have the wheel flying out. Then I just do it by hand again. So that's how you do it, guys. And then you just put a cap on, put a knob on, and well, guys, thank you for watching. This is all it is. It took me under an hour because I was doing a video on how to fix the tire patch, because I only had two holes, and I was making a video, so it took me a little under an hour, close to an hour. But normally it shouldn't take no more than half an hour to maybe less, even 15 minutes altogether with patching in. So quick, easy fix. Like I said, I was just making a video, wait for more videos to come when but I got another little project that might come across for do-it-yourself that I might do videos. But meanwhile, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. See you next time.